Greetings, demons, and welcome to Warhammer Weekly, episode 55. So, there isn't too much to go over this time around. We've actually got quite a quiet week. But, yeah, no pickups this time around, so we're just going to get straight into the topics. And, yeah, that'll happen right after this intro.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
And starting off, we have Heresy Thursday. So, yeah, no 40k news at all this week, which is going to make sense to the next topic. But, yeah, for this time around, we have Heresy Thursday, plant your flag with new Legion command. So this is some brand new upgrades for your Iron Warriors, for your 4th Legion, and yeah, some of this stuff is definitely usable by other Legions, don't get me wrong, but that is how they're advertising it, that's how they're showing it off. And yeah, it's actually a pretty good upgrade set. So you get a few different pauldrons, a few different armor pieces for your Titans, or not your Titans, your Knights. You got head options, including a few unhelmeted versions, robot arms, flags, all the kinds of stuff that you like to see in these sorts of upgrade sets. And yeah, in actual action, you actually have some pretty good options overall. Like, it shows it on the models, and they look pretty good to me. The different swords and stuff are very nice. And yeah, in general, just always nice to see a little bit more variety in terms of the upgrade kits, especially because a lot of these are usable with your 40k units. You know, if you are an Iron Warriors fan in the 40k setting, you know, this is some good stuff. There's some good stuff regardless of 30k or 40k. And yeah, I'm not necessarily interested in it too much. You know, some of this stuff is alright for my stuff. You know, Death Watch do use a lot of this iconography. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said I was running to pick some of this up. But we also do have new tactical squads for the Iron Legion, or, well, more generic tactical squads, to be fair. But yeah, we have the Mark III, which are actually being shown as not Iron Warriors, as Iron Fist. No, not Iron Fists. Imperial Fist. Yeah, Imperial Fist. They're getting shown as Imperial Fist, which look very nice. And then we also have the Mark VI tactical squad, which is being shown as some Sons of Horus. And yeah, overall, both of these look very good. Like, the sword and shield is pretty nice. The little banner wavers are pretty cool as well. Nothing too special, but yeah, it's tactical squads. Love to see it. Love to see new models. And yeah, all three of these are going to be available later in the year. And they're all obviously plastic rather than being resin, which is nice to see. But yeah, very nice little upgrades here. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be picking up that upgrade sprue purely for the case of just giving a little bit of variety to their different Space Marines. But yeah, it's still very, very cool. But that is Heresy Thursday. It's nice, it's cool stuff, but not really all that much to go over. And moving over to the Age of Sigmar. So we can celebrate Warhammer Age of Sigmar with 2 commemorative edition miniatures, only on Warhammer.com. And yeah, this time around we have 2 brand new commemorative models to represent both the Ogren? Not the Ogren. Jeez, the Orcs and the good old Stormcast Eternals. And yeah, these are to celebrate the fact that there is a new Age of Sigmar version coming out, which is the main reason why there isn't anything from like 40k and not much from anything, really. A lot of the articles this week have been going over all the announcements relating to new AOS, which is something that I'm not going to be going over in too much detail. I always mostly just cover models anyway, and we haven't really had any. But yeah, there's new AOS coming out soonish this year, and yeah, this is kind of to commemorate the current version, the ongoing version of AOS that we have. But yeah, we have 2 very nice models here. So starting off, we have a Killer Boss Zagnog. And yeah, he looks pretty cool. He has a little spike mace. He has the little face shield that we love to see on them. And yeah, in general, he's a pretty generic figure, I guess, is probably correct as well. But yeah, he looks alright. He's not something that I care too much for. He feels very similar to a lot of other character models that I have picked up over time, which, is to be expected. He is a pretty, I don't know, not a generic looking character, but he's nothing all that special. And then for the Stormcast, we do have a Knight Arcanum Morden Zane, which, very interesting name there, Morden Zane, Morden Tane, I'm not really sure. And he is casting a Blaze of the Heavens spell, which is pretty nice. And once again, not the most interesting model. I actually feel like I've seen a lot of other Stormcasts that look very similar to him. But yeah, he has uniqueness. His little spear with its, I was going to say trident, I guess it's a bident. it has 2 prongs, not 3. I don't really know if that's a specific thing. I guess a fork to some degree, but yeah, a very nice little spear thing he has. The spell obviously is a very nice feature. Overall, like, not the most interesting of models, but that could be said for both of them, really. They're going to be pretty cool, but I don't really know. They look alright, but I'm not sold on them by any means. But yeah, they're going to be on sale on the website, on the web store, and yeah, I don't know. They look alright, and especially Zane will be actually added to your shopping cart for free if you spend over £150. But yeah, otherwise, they're not that great unless you are specifically wanting, another named character for your Stormcast, and I guess just another killer boss for your orcs. But yeah, in general, I'm not really too sold on them. They look nice, and I might end up picking them up at some point, but yeah, for me, they're just kind of a little uninteresting, especially for anniversary or like celebratory models. They don't have anything that's too special about them, which, is what it is. It's still cool, but yeah, I'm not overly sold on them, unfortunately. But that does leave us with our final topic for the week, which is the Rumour Engine for the 26th of March, 2024. And it's some sort of Imperium drill. And I say that purely because there appears to be a servo skull attached to it. I don't know if this is going to be something for, I don't know, dwarves maybe? It could be, easily, but I don't really know. It looks very interesting. As I say, the servo skull really throws me off because it's clearly Imperium. This could be Necromunda potentially, but it's hard to say for sure. It looks like it's going to be interesting whatever it is, whether it's some sort of drone, some sort of new, servo skull based mining equipment potentially, something for a kill team maybe, or whatever else it ends up being. It looks pretty cool, looks pretty neat. The drill bit is kind of small, which does make me think it's maybe more of a tactical, weapon rather than being something more damaging, or maybe something that's like repurposed mining tech. But yeah, still very, very cool, very interested to see what that becomes. But that is everything that we actually have this time around, which is really surprising. This is a very short episode of Warhammer Weekly, because there has been nothing. It's been all new AOS stuff, but it's all been about new rules and changes to how the game plays and stuff like that. And just stuff that, for me, isn't that interesting, isn't stuff that I cover too regularly, especially when, I don't play AOS at all, really. I play a tiny amount of some of the side games from AOS, and that's really it. So, yeah, it is one of those unfortunate things of just, I don't care too much, so I'm not really going to talk about it, not going to cover it, but still, it is there. It's, check it all out on Warhammer Community. But yeah, otherwise it's going to be everything for this video. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe for new content, and ring the bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, comment below any thoughts and feelings about any of the reveals we've had this week. What are your thoughts on the upgrade sprue for 30k? I quite like that one personally. But yeah, otherwise it's going to be it from me. And yeah, bye.
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but worlds divine. I just wanna take